Peace, y'all. It's Wednesday, and I just got done putting the wheel well trim on the other side. This side's done for now until we do paint. Nothing else we're going to do with this here. We got the original trim that Rich is going to weld up the plug weld the holes that are in them, so we can put screws where we've already got these screws in. We'll just take the bottom ones out and replace them, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave this stuff the way it is. We'll just paint blue right on down. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe we tape all this stuff off and do this stuff in pewter. I mean, there won't be much of it, hanging out. Maybe 2 inches or so, that you'll be able to see past the fender. If anything, maybe we just paint it all black. Don't know yet, but these rivets just kicked my rear. These last ones down here are double steel plus the aluminum, so there's not a lot of squeeze to the rivet before it starts tightening up. So you really got no leverage on that thing. You can't get the handles close enough together to get leverage. And so, I was shoulder blocking it just like I was showing you yesterday. And, man, I'm whooped. I'm beat. It's 422. I think I'm going to try to fit this piece in here. I've been trimming this skin that hangs down above this piece here just a little bit. Been trimming it off because you'll see what I had to do over here is I had to put a little break in this sheet metal. Otherwise, there's a huge gap here because it's what is getting bolted to down here isn't flat flush with this tin, because this tin comes on top of it, and it's angled steel and it's warping out of shape. So yeah, I mean this piece anyway, I screwed it onto the edge of the. That's right, and took a piece of wood and just kind of beat a little break in it. Actually, over at my house, I don't have a sheet metal brake, but I use big C-clamps. Let me get you out of the sun. Big C-clamps. I clamp it to my bench with a big piece of solid steel or something across the top. So even if you're pushing on the middle, it's not going to move, with the C-clamps on it. Putting screws in it doesn't work as well. That's why it's not a very distinct bend or break in there. But it sealed it up. I mean, I put the silicone underneath there, so it pushed that edge closer. Here we didn't have to do that. There's a beam, and there's a beam here, right? So that's why there's a screw on the top there, is to hold it over. Then the bottom ones are all in the steel. That bottom piece of angle steel. So it is what it is. It's a 25-year-old trailer, and again, it's not going to SEMA. So I'm taking a little break. I got to run over to my house, get a death wheel for my little air tool. I left it out here, and when I stood up, I stepped on it and broke it. Rule number 1: never leave the death wheel on the ground, because you'll step on it and break it. So I got to go get an abrasive cut-off wheel so I can cut this tin. And that's what we do. We just find the edge, because some of it's rotted. It's not hard to find an edge, and then just trim it off. You're trimming just like a 1/4 inch of it off, just so it sits flush, and then we'll fit that piece of aluminum in there. And if it needs a break in it, then we'll put a little break in it like we did with the other one. This piece here is going to have to wait till tomorrow. It's the one that's going to need the a good break in it, right? Some relief cuts and a good break, because it's a 2.5 inch wide piece, and this bit's only 1 3/4 or something. Gonna get a little weird looking, because it's gonna be wide like yay, and then step down all the way across the door opening, and then back up again. In reality, I should 3-piece it, to be honest. It'd make my life a lot easier. I could just 3-piece this thing, cut a little tiny piece there, pop it in, just bend a piece of angle, or heck, well, I got a ton of aluminum. Ain't no sense in going to buy aluminum angle, right? I mean, but yep, and fudge it in. But I'm going to try to do it in one big piece. I show you that piece over here, and I'm buying time right now, folks. I'm just trying to take a little break. This is it here. So that you're going to bend this part up, and it'll end up being inside the door. All this will be outside, like so. And of course the ends have to be cut yet, but that's what we're working on. This one here, I've already marked from the piece that we already put the brake in here. So we'll come back with the death wheel, cut it and grind it, and get it fitting this wheel well piece here. You follow? Smell what I'm cooking? All right, we'll be right back, folks.